I love my life. 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 No, that was.
Good morning, fam. I have not updated you guys on this strike contract in a minute. Not due to anything bad. I'm just tired. I'm tired, guys. I've been working day shift, and you know I'm a night shifter. So I am just like coming back to the hotel, and I just want to sleep. I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep, guys. Things have really turned around as far as staffing goes on this contract right now. So they have hired so many travel nurses, or strike nurses, if you want to call them that. They have hired so many that yesterday when I left night shift, my shift was amazing, but yesterday when I left night shift, there were 24 babies. We did get 2 admissions during day shift, but there were 22 nurses. 22 nurses for 24 babies. So you can understand what I'm saying, right? 98% of the staff had one baby assignment. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. And then yesterday they asked us if we could extend. How long are they gonna drag this thing out for? It's like unbelievable. This is week 4 of the strike. I don't even know. This shit is unreal. I don't even know. It is literally unreal. I said I would stay until the 14th. My pay week is from Friday to Saturday. No, Saturday to Friday. The Friday is the 13th, I think. I'll stay as long. Gotta pay attention to the time, guys. I'll stay as long as that, but then I need to go home. I'm actually gonna go home this week. I work today and tomorrow, and then I have 2 days off in a row, and then I'm gonna go home because I'm tired. And I miss my baby. I miss my baby, I miss my love. It's just, I need to go home. I need to go home. It's been fun, but not that fun. You know, kind of thing. Yeah, it's been fun, but not that fun. Like, yeah, I'm ready to go home. Not in a bad way, but like I said, like this is just different for me. This is just different for me. This has been an experience, though. I have learned so much in the little time that I've been there. Like today is going to be my 8th shift on the unit. Yeah, today's gonna be my 8th shift on the unit, so yeah, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot. I miss my pillow. I miss my bed. I'm not gonna lie, my neck hurts a lot. They have a gym, and I have not been to the gym, guys. Shame on me. Yeah, I haven't been to the gym, but I don't know. I'm just not I'm not motivated because I'm tired. But I'm not exhausted because I'm overworked. I'm just tired because I don't work day shift and I've been waking up every single day. And even on my 1 day off that I just had on Friday, I still woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and but so far so good, guys. This has been a great experience. I'm not gonna go to the California strike that's already occurring right now. I really need to be home with my baby. This New York strike should be life-changing financial wise. I should be super damn close to paying off my what am I saying? I should be super damn close paying off my car. I should be able to pay off my car and my credit card. If I don't pay off my credit card, I'll let y'all know how much like exactly I have left, because I do have to tally, like, not just paying off things. I obviously still got my bills. So after I subtract the amount of money that I need for my bills, how much I'll have left to actually pay off my debt. So I'll let you guys know. Yeah, that's where we're at. The girls have been super nice. Teamwork at the unit has been really good. Of course, there are only travel nurses in the unit. There are no staff nurses. There are old travel nurses that were already there prior to the strike. So they've been the one that's been like teaching people. The charge nurses that are there are old travel nurses that were there prior to the strike. And yeah, it's been fine. Maybe I'll do like a whole pay period thing so you guys know, like, first check, second check, third check, fourth check, like this is what I got, and just break it down all at once so you guys can see how much money I made during this whole thing. And you know I'm all about trade pay transparency. So and it's actually common knowledge how much we're getting paid right now. So if you don't already know, you're gonna find out. So I will see you guys later on as we continue to update this whole experience. Yeah, all right, bye. Hey guys, I am back from my shift. Okay, for my first week in the strike contract, I worked 6 days in a row. My fault. I picked up an extra shift, not complaining, because for the total of that week, I did 80 hours, guys. We have already started my second week. And today was good. We are so overstaffed. So yesterday I had a 1 baby assignment. Today I had a 1 baby assignment. I'm praying tomorrow I have a 1 baby assignment and the same baby, the same baby I had for the past 2 days. Or whatever. Honestly, I really don't care. I love all the babies. But I love continuity of care, because then I know the baby. I know what's her norm. I know what she don't like. I know which positions she don't like to lay it on. You know what I mean? It's better for the baby. A lot of the times it's better for the family also, but with her case, it's a little different. But either ways, like I said, the past 2 days have been amazing. My 1 baby assignment shouldn't even be a 1 baby assignment. Like, in the real world, this would not be a 1 baby assignment. She does have apneic Brady episodes where she stopped breathing, heart rate drops, and she's literally oxygen drops. Like, all those things happen, and those are very serious. But she still could be a 2 baby assignment, as long as the second baby, I would say, like, if I was pairing her with another baby, the second baby has to be a non-critical baby that is gavage feeding, not bottle feeding, because bottle feeding could take up to 30 minutes. And the worst thing you want is your baby is bradying and you're bottle feeding a baby, and then you have to put that baby down, and putting them down while they're mid-feed could cause them to vomit. So it's like a safety concern. So they try to, at least the hospitals I've worked at, they try to put babies that are together that make the assignment make sense. As far as like housekeeping things that's been going on. So they have asked me to extend at the hospital. Aya has not asked me to extend yet. So technically right now my contract goes to the 7th. If Aya doesn't ask me to extend, even though I know they should, because honestly, the strike is still going on and it's going on strong. My plan is not to be here longer than the 14th, 13th. I personally just have things to do. I want to go home. The hardest thing about this entire thing is that I miss my baby. I miss him so much. Like, the hardest thing is missing him. I had decided, like, when I was gonna go back to travel nursing, that I was gonna bring him with me. But I didn't think I was gonna be here this long. I genuinely thought I would be here for a week, just try to get my foot in the door, at least like get my guaranteed 60 hours. And then I thought the strike was gonna be over in like 4 or 5 days. Granted, I did start the strike contract after they've already been striking for a week. It was a week and a half when I got here. So I honestly thought it was just going to last for another week. I did not think it would still be going strong. Like, this shit is wild. But they are still going strong. And yeah, it's been a very interesting. There's so many things at this hospital that I've never seen before. Not necessarily in a bad way. It's just like there are different procedures people do that I personally haven't experienced in other NICUs. So other than that, I've also been having issues with the manager and scheduling. So with the contract, I am guaranteed, not really, kinda, whatever, guaranteed 60 hours. Now, Aya has this thing where they kind of like, they're bullshitters pretty much. And they're not very like direct about this means this and you're going to get this, right? So I want to make sure that I get my 60 hours. Like, I actually want to work. I love working in the NICU. I have no trouble doing my job, right? So just schedule me for my 60 hours. So I'm explaining to the manager that I'm personally, my scheduled work week is a Saturday to Friday because I started on a Saturday. So because I started on a Saturday, that's literally a week for me. I was trying to explain that to her. She legit said, okay, I'm taking you off this day, this day, and this day. So she took me off 3 days out of the week. And obviously, if you can do the math, then I'm only scheduled for 4 days. And then she texts me again and she takes me off an additional day. And I'm like, I can't. Like, one of the things you need to look out for when you do these strike contracts is keep track of everything. Keep track of what your agency is saying. Keep track of what your recruiter said. The one thing I wish I did when I got this contract, I wish I made sure, like, I should have messaged Oliver back and be like, I should have messaged my recruiter back and be like, I don't see the word guaranteed 60 hours in my contract because it's actually not in my contract. So that's why I'm having this issue where I'm like, well, no, I don't want to just be off because what if you guys don't give me my 60 hours? Y'all be bullshitting. So yeah, there's that. I spoke to the manager. She gave me a literal thumbs up in the message because I spoke to her in person. And she's like, oh, just ignore me. Ignore what they said. And then the next day messaged me that she's taking me off for extra days. And I'm like, so the issue is she's overstaffed right now, right? So now she's just trying to take people off the schedule. But you got all these staff nurses. You got, well, not staff nurses. You got all these strike nurses here. Utilize them. You should have a resource nurse. You should have a admission nurse. Like, you should have a break nurse. You have all these nurses, and instead of utilizing them, she just want to cancel everybody. Like, tell them you didn't need the people. It's that simple. But she didn't do that, and now she's just trying to cancel everybody. So a little irritated with that. Other than that, I do have to say the first I want to say the first week was kind of interesting. There's a lot of things, and I think it's because the people that work there right now are all travel nurses, and nobody was there are some people who were originally travel nurses, not strike nurses, that were already there prior to our arrival. They know most of the policies, right? So they're kind of the ones that's like teaching everybody. But at the same time, there's still those few people who like pretty much just do whatever. And that part kind of makes me nervous. And I feel like not only that, they hired nurses that aren't even NICU nurses. Like, there are PICU nurses there. And no offense to the PICU nurses, but I feel like honestly, they shouldn't hire people that are not a part of that specialty just to ensure patient safety. And then the second thing, like, I feel like, okay, when I was on my last contract, I did get floated to peds, but that was different because there were literal rules, as opposed to like when I got floated to peds, I never got like actual older kids. Like the oldest baby I got was probably 3 years old, and I didn't even really have them for that long. But other than that, like, I still had babies. So I feel like peds nurses shouldn't have been, which there was a time where they actually floated peds nurses from another hospital because they were overstaffed. And I feel like they shouldn't have done that either. I don't think they should have done that. When I came, you could tell that she was also not used. Like, she's not stupid, right? She can read. She made up milk. One of the nurses, she made up milk for a patient. But I had asked her like the simplest question. I was like, did you make up the milk for me, pretty much, like, so I can feed my baby right now because my cares are about to start? And she didn't even understand what I was asking her. I went to the refrigerator and there were already milk made from the previous nurse before her, who made milk for her, and she didn't even use the milk. And I was like, you have milk right here. Like, this is what I was asking you. And she's like, I don't know who made that. I just made my own. Like, do you think we got breast milk out in these streets to waste? But she's not a NICU nurse. So, like, the importance of not wasting breast milk is not, like, engraved in her like it is engraved in us. I don't even know if I'm saying that word right. But my point is, like, the importance of certain things in the NICU that would be important to a NICU nurse, it's not important to her because she's just used to, like, every now and then getting something and not really. Because even when I was in peds with the babies, if the mom was breastfeeding, honestly, I touched that patient 3 times and I didn't feed them. The parents have to feed them in peds. So it's just not the same. Either ways, yeah, it was fine. I've met some great people, great nurses. I'm gonna miss some of them, genuinely gonna miss some of them. Some of them remind me of my girls back home. So it's just like tears, bittersweet. But this has been such a good experience. I absolutely would totally do this again. If I could bring my baby with me, that would be great. But the whole PRN position, I'm gonna stick with that because I'm like, I need the flexibility. Honestly, I need the flexibility. If I could stay longer on this strike, I totally would, man. I would stay until the end. But New York is hard with transportation, which I wouldn't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about transportation. But at the same time, like, if my baby was here, transportation would be an issue as far as parking and stuff. There isn't a refrigerator in my room, so I'm not able to hold his milk. So I would have to get an Airbnb, and I don't even think they allow that with the strike nurses. Like, I don't don't think they allow it. I could be wrong. But they have to ensure that you show up to your scheduled shifts. So it's just different. Like, especially Aya, the way things Aya does it, it's so different. It's very different. So, I don't know. Yeah. But, like I said, so far, it's been a great experience. I am totally gonna be a strike nurse from now on. The amount of money that I'm making is unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. Yeah, I'm making $175 an hour right now. Yup. I've never made this much money in my entire life, let alone in 1 week. And like I said, my first week, I did 80 hours. This is unreal. Like, oh my God, I hope I get to pay off. I hope I get to become debt free after this, because I don't know. It's just wild. But I'm very grateful for the opportunity. I am learning a lot. Even if it's just observing people, I'm learning a lot. So I'm happy to be here. I miss my baby. I miss my family. I do want to go home. I am going home tomorrow. I have 2 days off in a row, so I'm going home tomorrow. But I miss my family, so yeah. I am going to let you guys know exactly how much money I made throughout this entire thing. And forgive me if this video is long. Like, it's pretty much a movie. It's pretty much gonna be a movie, because if I don't already do it in like episodes, because like it's actually crazy. That's where we're at. I already have a travel contract coming up. I have a travel contract on starting February 23rd. I still have my 2 per diem travel nursing positions. So, you know, your girl is constantly working, constantly trying to do what I have to do. There's a Bible verse that I keep meditating on, and it's like literally, I think I actually already like said this Bible verse, but this morning, this is the Bible verse that I went over. It's Proverbs 6:9. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. I ain't receiving that. I'm not a lazy person. And if the Bible is clear, it is so clear. Like, if you are a lazy person, literally poverty will come creep into your house. Like, I'm not that person. I am a hard worker. You know, I'm dedicated to my family, and I'm very grateful for the many blessings that I've had. But if I want to reach a goal, I'm not going to reach there if I'm lazy. I'm not going to reach there just by sitting down and talking about it. If I want something, I'm going to have to work my ass off, and that's what I'm going to do. I want to be debt-free in Jesus' name before the end of the year, and that is why I'm really here. I want to be debt-free. I want 3 months emergency fund. I want to max out my Roth IRA. I want to max out my 401k. Like, what else? I want to go on 2 vacations. Like, I want to accomplish these things and not feel like I'm broke. Yeah, pretty much. So that's what we're doing. We're here for a reason. And that's why I don't complain. Like, I listen to some of these girls when they get on the bus. They're like, oh, we had to sit down and wait for the bus to show up. Like, shut up. You're literally getting paid to sit there and wait for transportation. Shut up. Like, it's so annoying. Like, it's so annoying. And the fact that you're even getting transportation. Like, I genuinely feel bad for the nurses on strike. Because not only is the patient ratio kind of amazing and crazy, we get transportation. They paying for us to show up to work. They not paying for them to show up to work. They don't even want to give them insurance. Like, it's just, it's mind-blowing. But the way I feel about, like I said, the way I feel about the thing, if I don't like where I am, I'm gonna leave. And if everyone had that mentality, they wouldn't be arguing about their pay. They would have been gone. Go somewhere where actually appreciates you. That's just me. I'm not gonna rant, but that's just how I feel. I'm not gonna stay somewhere where I'm unwanted and unappreciated. I'm just gonna leave. I'm gonna go somewhere else. These travel contracts, they freaking they appreciate you being there because you're helping out the patient census and keeping it low with the amount of patients that people get. They appreciate me. I've never went to a travel contract and felt like shit, to be honest. I've never ever felt that way. I don't have to worry about insurance. You get insurance from day one. They match your 401k. What else? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for them. And I hope they get what they need. But I know I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Hence why I'm a travel nurse. Like, I know I deserve more money, so I'm gonna go do the job that actually pays me more money. So that's just my spiel about it. I pray they get what they need, though. I do, because it's freaking cold outside, guys, and they are outside striking, like legit outside. It's cold outside. So in Jesus' name, I hope they get what they need. But I will see you guys tomorrow for another one. All right, later. Good morning, guys. I'm tired, man. I'm not even tired because I'm like was working hard. I'm just tired because day shift. Day shift, my God, day shift. I think this is my 9th shift. Numero 9. And I have the next 2 days off after this, so I'm super excited because I'm gonna go home. I gotta see my baby. I miss him. All right, let's start our daily devotional. Okay, Proverbs 17 verse 1. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting and strife. So it's better to be alone and happy than miserable with someone, pretty much. Yeah, I value my peace. All right, so let's see how today goes. One of the things that we are concerned about with this whole strike is that the governor had allowed nurses who didn't have New York license to come in and help out because it's a state of emergency. But that executive order expires today. So if that order expires today, what happens tomorrow? A lot of nurses that we have right now in the strike don't have New York license. So I'm very curious to see how many nurses will be leaving. Is she going to extend the order? What's gonna happen? I'm very curious. So I'll keep you guys updated. I have like at least 2 or 3 people that I really like that have grown to know, that have the whole, that are here with the whole temporary thing. So I don't know. We'll find out what happens. I really want some overtime, but I really want to see my baby more. So I'm not gonna, even if they need help tomorrow, my phone's on silent. I hope they will be okay. All right, well, I'll give you guys any updates. If I hear anything, any decisions happened, I'll come back and let you know. Congratulations, guys. You have made it to the end of the video. So let's go over how much money I made during this week. So for this week, I made a gross pay of $13,909. Taxes that came out was $2,314.64. And my take-home pay was $12,989.36. So I know the first question is, how the heck is my taxes only $2,000? Well, for this paycheck, I did claim exempt because I wanted to see most of the money that I made this week. For my next paycheck, I did not claim exempt. I did let them take out the taxes just because I did not want to deal with how much money is going to be needed to go to the IRS at the end of the year. So, but like I said, for this check, I did. It is the one check that I worked the least amount of hours. For this check, I only did 66.32 hours, 40 regular and 26.32 of overtime. So because I knew I was going to do a short amount of hours on this check, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to claim exempt so that I can get most of the money. And then the next one, which is going to be the most amount of hours that I've made, most amount of money I made, most amount of hours I've worked. So on that check, I'm going to let them take out their taxes. And that way I'm hoping that it kind of evens out with how much money in total is going to be taken out for taxes these 3 weeks. And fingers crossed, when I do my taxes, I will not owe that much, if owe anything at all. But yeah, so that is that is my pay for this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys have any comments, leave them down below. Any questions about this Stripe contract that I have not gone over in the videos, let me know and I will try to update it in the next one. So thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful and blessed day.